sports.
96.7 KCAL Rocks, it is that time for a pep talk, a pep rally, however you put it. It is time for sports with Pep. What's up, Pep?
Game 1, NBA Finals tonight, Golden State and Toronto. But what's funny is the things grabbing the headlines, still Magic Johnson,
Right. Yes.
the Lakers, the front office, the turmoil, the mess behind closed doors.
Right.
Did you guys hear the latest story that they claimed that Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka, who by all accounts is the guy making all the decisions, right?
Right.
You know, he's the guy in charge, that he lied about Kobe Bryant and Heath Ledger getting together for a dinner.
Then
Weird.
He made up some story when it was like basically impossible because he was dead at the time.
Heath Ledger had already passed away, but I don't know if you do the timeline. But it's just all those stories that are going to continue to come out now that Magic's out of the company.
Right. Yeah, they're just airing everything.
Oh man.
Which is like 40 said, when you don't have the best player in the league, this is what is going to grab the headlines. But don't you think the NBA loves this? I mean, look at all this drama that's going on. I mean, the NBA is talking to Toronto about Drake's antics on the sidelines. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Let's take it down a notch, dude. It's not about you. I kind of
Please
like
do.
that. But
Drake on the sideline is the most annoying thing in the game.
It is. I have to admit, though, being kind of from Seattle and being from a place that nobody cares about,
Right.
I kind of understand, even though I know it's wrong.
It is,
You know
right?
what I mean?
Yeah. All right, so Game 1 NBA Finals tonight, Golden State and Toronto. It's all brought to you by Matheson Gas, the gas professionals. Locations in Rancho Cucamonga, Fontana, and Riverside. So if you need gas, and I know you do, you go to Matheson Gas. You can visit them online. They got a website, mathesongas.com. CO2, propane, especially if you're going to be out in the backyard. If you already celebrated Memorial Day with your Matheson Gas, you guys know the drill. You also get your welding supplies and cooling supplies at Matheson Gas. So Game 1 tonight, Kevin Durant is out. Do you guys think that even matters at this point if Kevin Durant plays or doesn't play?
I don't think it. I mean, they've showed that they could win. Obviously, it helps with it, though. But is there any chance that Toronto matches up well here? I'm hoping.
I think they do. I think Kawhi is going to put some challenges on Golden State.
That. Good. Dude, I mean, Toronto has a chance. I mean, this is the one thing where, everyone kind of thinks that Golden State is just going to run away with it.
Right.
So they have that chance to come in and punch him in the mouth.
Exactly.
I think on paper, everyone looks at it's the Golden State dynasty against the pride of Riverside King High School, Kawhi Leonard, and some other guys. Because really, can you name another Raptor? I mean, there's
No.
Kawhi Leonard and a bunch of other guys, but Kawhi's that good.
Who better to come in and punch the Warriors in the mouth than an IE kid?
Yeah,
with
that's
his
right.
lunch pail.
He's punching
And
the
his
clock.
jaw.
He's going to work.
Ready to kick some ass, dude. I love it.
Well, I think Toronto and Golden State basically had identical records through the season. They were really close.
Yeah.
I think this might be a good matchup.
Yeah.
This could be a good finals.
And remember, this is probably worth pointing out. Last year, Toronto was the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and they got bounced.
Yeah.
Now they bring in Kawhi,
Yeah.
basically kind of the same team, new coach, but they make it all the way to the finals. That's how big of a difference Kawhi Leonard makes to
Talk
a
about
team.
a 180 for Kyle Lowry. I mean,
I know.
From worst to first, dude.
And honestly, Vegas kind of tends to know everything. Golden State is only a 1.5 point favorite in this first game.
Dude, that's entertainment. Let's go
Yeah.
7, baby.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
So Game 1, and hey, Raptors have home court advantage for what it's worth. Game 1 is tonight, north of the border, so that's going to be fun. On a side note, LeBron, there's reports he's already recruiting Kawhi.
Right.
The Clippers also trying to get Kawhi, so like the arms race for Kawhi has begun.
Well, that's the weird thing they're pointing out is NBA executives, you cannot go talk to other players. Players can talk to players.
Yes.
LeBron can legally go tamper and reach out to Kawhi.
And then 40 was telling me that the Clippers were trying to get the claw, the logo from Kawhi to try to woo him from Nike or whatever.
That was a crazy story I just saw. They're talking about the Clippers are considering buying the rights to Kawhi Leonard's logo from Nike that they would then give him control over if he happens to come to the Clippers.
He's called the Claw,
Yeah.
if you don't know out there, because he has huge mitts.
Yeah,
Huge mitts.
I think the way I understand it, so Kawhi was with Nike and Jumpman, the Jordan brand,
Right.
and he had his own logo. But then in the offseason, he signed a huge shoe deal with New Balance.
Right.
So he doesn't have his logo that he had with Nike. But
Nike still owns that logo.
Okay, so the Clippers would buy the logo from Nike and say, Kawhi, if you sign with us, you can have your logo.
You can then have the rights to your logo, and you can do with it what you will.
And that could be good for Kawhi because that could get him away from Nike, and maybe he could stick with New Balance and stick with the clock.
And still have your logo.
That could mean that he's at the Clippers. The Clippers could be on the verge.
Yeah.
Jerry West over there.
I've never heard of a team doing this strategy. This could be really
Because that's its own personal brand. You know, I mean, like that's his brand.
But also, that's part of the problem for the Lakers. Jeannie Buss is looking like she doesn't know what she's doing.
No.
And down the street or across the street, they look like they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Doc Rivers, Jerry West,
Dude.
they're getting it done.
Okay,
they're getting it done.
They get Kawhi.
They're getting it done. Stanley Cup Finals are going on. Who knew? It's the Blues and Bruins are all tied at 1 apiece. But here's what you need to keep an eye on. So we had the Patriots win the Super Bowl, and the Red Sox won the World Series last year.
Boston?
The Bruins could win the Stanley Cup Finals. Boston could win 3 straight, of the big championships.
All I can think of is maybe New York came close to that one time in the late 90s when the Yankees, or in the middle 90s when the Yankees and the Rangers, and then the Knicks almost did it.
When the Knicks against the Rockets, it was.
I mean, it's tough to do it in that many sports.
Yeah.
Good time to live in Beantown.
Wasn't there a lot of hype going into this year that Boston could pull off like the
Celtics?
It's not the Triple Crown.
Well, Celtics are supposed to be good.
That's what they're talking about. The 4 major sports. They were trying to get the title in all 4. Because they've come close.
Because the Celtics fell apart, but there was a lot of hype in the beginning.
Yes, a lot of hype going into the season about the Boston Celtics. But so, anyways, Boston, man, they run the sports world right now.
Right now they do.
So if the Bruins can pull it off in the Stanley Cup Final. Speaking of hockey. So, Patrick, this hits home for you.
Uh-oh.
So, the NHL is going to put a team in Seattle. Was it 2021, I want to say?
Yeah, 20.
Does that sound right?
I think 21 we get the name, and 22 I believe we start. I'm real worried about the name, if it's going to be cool or not.
Patrick is obsessed over what this hockey
team's
name is.
I love that kind of stuff, too.
I do not want it to be something lame.
The totem poles.
I've heard that, actually. Yeah, I've heard that.
The Salamanders.
The Salamanders.
Is it like the Kraken's one of them, too?
That sounds cool, but what is it? You know what I mean?
Big squid.
I feel the squids, I take.
So it goes to your hometown of Seattle. It also comes a little closer to the Inland Empire because the Seattle team needs I'm not going to nerd out too hard, but a top minor league affiliate.
Yeah.
And they're one of the 2 finalists is Palm Springs.
Yeah, baby.
Patrick, is there an arena out there? Where would they play?
The only ice rink I know of used to be in the mall.
Yes.
It's not there anymore. But the old Coca-Cola facility, there's a huge Coca-Cola plant that used to be out there in Cat City, and that is now a huge ice rink. So that's the only other facility I can think of, unless they're going to build.
They would have to build.
So are we going to have an NHL team essentially mirror Patrick's life? Like Seattle and Palm Springs?
Yes. It worked out for me.
It could happen. It totally could happen. So keep an eye on that. We could have hockey out in the desert.
I will. Tell them how to get your stuff.
Inland Sports, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tonight we'll be at the Scotty Awards celebrating UC Riverside Athletics.
Thanks, Pat.